Hello everyone, I am Bhumika Saini and today we will be discussing volcanoes. So, what is a volcano? A volcano is a vent or a rupture on the crust of earth that allows hot lava, volcanic ash, and gases to escape from a magma chamber below the surface. Now, this volcanic ash and gases, this is known as pyroclastic material, and the hot lava. So, hot lava and pyroclastic material, this is erupted from the vent or opening, that is a volcano. Now, these eruptions can further cause lateral blast. It can cause lava flows, hot ash flows, mudslides, avalanches. It can lead to floods, etc. Now, these are different parts of volcano. So, first, this is the main vent or opening from where the magma erupts. This is the main pipe. Then, this is the crater at the summit of volcanic cone. This is the crater. This hole is volcanic cone. This is lava. When it is beneath the earth, it is known as magma, and on the surface of earth, it is known as lava. These are side vents. These are also known as parasitic cone. So, moving on to the cause behind volcanoes, this plate tectonics provides the most logical explanation of volcanoes and earthquakes. Now, as per plate tectonics, Earth is made up of a number of major and minor plates. These are different major and minor plates. For example, Eurasian plate, Pacific plate, South American plate, North American plate. These are all major plates. Here, Nazca plate, you can see this is a minor plate. So, the Earth's crust is divided into a number of major and minor plates, and these plates are floating over asthenosphere. Now, along the boundary, you can see there are different types of plate boundaries. Now, these plate boundaries can be of three types. There are three types of plate boundaries. They can be of convergent type, divergent type, or transform type. Now, here you can see when two plates are moving towards each other. For example, here Eurasian plate is moving towards Pacific plate. So here this is convergent plate boundaries. When two plates are moving away from each other. For example, this one, the mid-Atlantic ridge. Here two plates are moving away from each other. So this is divergent plate boundary. And when two plates slide past each other, this is known as transform plate boundaries. This is along this North American plate, and it's mainly along the convergent plate boundaries that most explosive type of volcanoes take place, and the along the divergent plate boundaries mainly less explosive and fissure type of volcanic eruption takes place. Now this is a schematic cross section of plate tectonics. Here you can see this one is convergent plate boundary. Here a heavier plate, say in our example a Pacific plate, is subducting below Eurasian plate. This one is lighter plate, this is heavier plate. Now when it gets subducted, this heavier plate melts, and due to intense heat and pressure, this leads to the formation of volcano. Here you can see these are the volcanoes. Now in the case of divergent plate boundaries, the two plates, when they move away from each other, this magma plume erupts, and this is continuous explosion of volcano. It is fissure type of volcanic eruption, and it leads to formation of mid-oceanic ridges. For example, mid-Atlantic ridge in Atlantic Ocean. Now this one is the transform plate boundaries. Along the transform plate boundaries, only earthquake occur. Generally, there is no volcanic eruption along the transform plate boundaries. Now this one is the another type of volcanic eruption. This is known as intraplate volcanism. That is, there is a single plate. You can see this one is the whole single plate that is moving, and there is a constant source of magma beneath. Now wherever it finds any weak area, it will erupt. So this will lead to formation of volcanic chains, and the best example for hotspot is Hawaiian Islands. Now in case of India also, you can see in case of India, the Deccan lava plateau is a result of hotspot. When Indian plate was moving near Madagascar, there is a reunion hotspot, and that led to the formation of Deccan lava plateau. Now, global distribution of volcanoes. Since we've understood the cause of volcanoes, so it will be very easy to understand the distribution. Now, distribution of volcanoes, it will be along divergent plate boundaries such as oceanic ridges. I've already explained you mid-Atlantic ridge, and here the eruption will be of fissure type. It will be not explosive. Here along converging plate boundaries where subduction of heavier plate is taking place, here explosive types of volcano will occur. And in areas called hotspot, which we have already done, that are usually located in the interior of plates away from plate margins. So you can see here this is the circum-Pacific belt. This all these volcanoes are explosive type of volcanoes, and these are basically due to convergence of two plates. Here this is Pacific plate, this one is Eurasian plate. Say though they both are converging, and Pacific plate is subducting below Eurasian plate. In this case, Pacific plate is subducting below North American plate, here below South American plate. That is why these explosive type of volcanoes are formed. Now in mid-Atlantic ridge, this is a fissure type of volcanic eruption, and within the Pacific plate, these are Hawaiian volcanoes, and these are hotspot. The next one is volcanoes around the world. The maximum are in Asia, 37%. Then it is in North America, 27%. Africa, South America, then Australia, Europe, and Antarctica. Now see, classification of volcanoes. There are three parameters to classify volcano. One is on the base of periodicity, second on the base of intensity, and third on the base of composition or structure. Now on the base of periodicity, here it means the frequency of eruption. Now if these are further classified into active, dormant, and extinct. If the volcanoes are active, that means the frequency of eruption is very high. For example, Mount Etna in Mediterranean Sea. The next one is dormant. The frequency of eruption is still higher here, but then there are chances of eruption in future. So that means the example is Mount Fujiyama. But in case of extinct, it has the lowest frequency of eruption, and in fact there are no chances of eruption in future. So the best example in this case is Narcondam Islands in case of India. It's in the eastern part of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. On the base of intensity, this is the order of classification of volcanoes on the base of intensity. Hawaiian type of volcanoes are generally quiet. They have gentle slopes, right? Strombolian, they have still higher intensity, and here Pelion and Vesuvius type volcanoes have the highest intensity. They are most explosive type of volcanoes. Then on the base of composition and structure, volcanoes are further divided into 5 types: cinder, ash cone, basic cone, acid cone, composite, and parasite. We'll discuss each in detail in our next video. Thank you.